Yeah, I love music. I love musicals. I'm going to continue to play bass probably for the rest of my life. And yeah, music will always be a part of my life.
Being in a band is like having a girlfriend. It's like a relationship that you have to keep going. You have to understand everybody's personality.
I spent the last how many years with like the best friends that I've kept. Some of the best friends I've ever had through high school. Like they're my best friends.
As a person, I've made myself pretty dedicated to the drums as far as talents go. Like all my other ones have kind of, went away because I've gotten serious about playing drums. So I'd love to be in a stage band, like me and Lawson have even talked about, being on Letterman as a stage band, because we love music.
I'm sure I'll play music until I die. Whether it be, whatever, if I get married, whether it be just for my girlfriend, my wife, I don't know, whoever, just even playing for myself. I'm always gonna play music.
Because we're all like good friends, we're all friends pretty much first. Like I've known Jimmy since I was 6. We've been friends ever since.
Actually, the very first punk song that really got my ears was NoFX, Linoleum. And it's because I heard They Suck Live, and it was the very first track, and from then on I was hooked.
The main reason I started playing guitar was Jimmy Page. I saw the Stairway to Heaven video, and I was like, I want to be that guy, right there. So like a lot of classic rock, like Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin. Those two are my favorites. I love the Beatles. I also like Strung Out, Bigwig, Face to Face, Jimmy Eat World.
Screeching Weasel, and pretty much Ben Weasel for writing. That's the basis of my influences. Now it's kind of going into a lot of different things.
I'd have to say definitely the Mr. T experience, Dr. Frank. I love the guy. Adrian got me into him, good friend of mine. And I've been listening to him since probably grade 10, and still to this day, he's my favorite band, favorite songwriter, and probably the music I listen to the most.
I've heard NoFX, like Strung Out and Satanic Surfers, Pulley, Bigwig. Bigwig was big. As soon as I got a hold of their first CD, I was instantly hooked. Went and saw a few shows. That's basically my influences right there.
Right now I'm influenced a lot by more of the emo kind of thing, bands like Saves the Day, No Motive, Alkaline Trio. Right now that's what I'm really influenced by. I want to play in a band. I want to do this for my life. But yeah, I want to do interviews 24 hours a day.
What do I really, really want to do? I'd love to travel the world and play music. I mean, that would be a dream come true.
I would really like to do this. I think my only talent really is to play drums, and I love it. So that's what I'd want to do. There's other things that come into play. I'd like to, start up a graphic company, do something like that with clothing, but my main concern right now is I want to do something with the band, and I'm willing to do anything to do it.
I think you'd have to find a backup job, definitely. It might be a good idea to do it before, but that's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, let's do the band thing and we'll find some other jobs or other way to support ourselves after if we don't make any money out of it.
I mean, even if we just go during the summer and go on tour somewhere, like, that would be awesome. But I'd probably go back to school in September. Just in case, just in case. You can never be too sure. You're gonna have a backup plan somewhere.
Right now, I'm not in school. I think taking a break from school has been an odd experience for me, I guess. I moved out to British Columbia for a while and had a good time for myself.
If the opportunity arises, I'm gonna take it, for sure. But until then, I'm gonna concentrate on my school. So I always have something to fall back on.
I don't fully agree with school and following the rules of life.
I'm going to school and having a great time. I don't think I'm really into it. It's more of a backup plan, I would have to say. It's not really what I want to do, but I don't know. Playing a band is what I want to do.
But I think if it came down to it, it would all work out. And like I've even heard Ben and say he'd drop it all just to, go and travel, tour, and just play music.
I would give it up in a second if there was, good reason to.
So I don't really think of it as a concern because all in all, we all have talents other than the music. But I think when it comes down to it, this would be the one thing that all four of us would really like to do.
I don't have to be a gazillionaire, like whatever. If I can play music and just make enough money, to eat, stay healthy, yeah, I'd do that. Like I'd be in it.
In order to be an artist, I think you have to put in that starving time. And until you do so, I don't think anything will come of it. And even when it does come about, it might not even be enough money to have a comfortable living.
I mean, I'm in London and Ben's in Guelph. It's not like in the high school days where we could, take off at lunch and go jam for an hour. It's like you have to arrange stuff, like exams and term papers and all that are coming up, and you gotta arrange certain times. Sometimes some people just can't get there or can't do that. It's a hinder.
Yeah, it is tough to be serious 100% of the time, especially when you got a couple of the guys off at school on opposite ends of Kitchener-Waterloo, and you got another fellow still in high school, and then there's me just wandering around.
Oh, we always make time to practice. writing, well, the same writing ways. We always have written, separate and then brought to the band, so that doesn't change. We maybe don't jam as much as we should be, but we still, we do put a lot of time into it. We make sure we do jam.
And it's really tough too, when everyone has everything going on. It's different times. It's hard to find that one specific time that everyone can come together and jam and practice. And all you can do is hope that people are working on the music when they're off doing their own thing.
If the opportunity was there, I would drop everything and go on the road. And we give them our time.
If someone came up to me in January and was like, okay, you want to sign it? See you later, gone.
I'd definitely take the offer for sure. I guess that's what we've been waiting for, and we're still waiting for it. And I don't think you could turn down an opportunity like that.
But any kind of I'd take that right away to re-release. I always wanted to re-release it ever since it came out, because it's tough to do it independently. But I'd do that for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Someone's gonna re-record a CD, and that'll give us more money, and they'll probably, they'll spot some cash to go on tour. Sure. I mean, I'd make sure it was all legit, you have things set up in advance. Like I don't want to go on tour with nothing planned. Just drive from town to town and be like, oh, hey, can we play here?
Something like the opportunity came where it was like, a decent tour that's gonna, provide benefits that outweigh anything that, but pretty much I'd drop everything for a tour.